It is now time for our feature presentation. Alright guys, it's time for episode 2 of Season 2, Tales from the Crypt. This one's called The Switch. Dwayne, you want to talk about this one?
Wasn't this one directed by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It was, and he was even in the intro, which is really cool.
So in this episode, a gentleman, and I forget what the actor's name is, I think his last name is Hinckley.
He's been in a bunch of stuff, though.
Yeah. He's like an 80, really elderly guy.
70s, 80s.
And has a nice young lady he talks to. I think it was Kelly Preston, right? Maybe?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, he's talking to this nice young lady, and he's falling in love with her. He tells his butler that he's in love with her, and he's going to marry her, but he's not going to tell her he has any money. He wants to see if she wants to be with him for who he is.
Yeah.
And when he kind of proposes to her, she's like, but you're an old man.
Every time I look in your face, it's old.
You're old, yeah, your body's old, you're old. So he talks about maybe getting some plastic surgery, and you're like, well, that can take a couple of years off, but it wouldn't make you half your age.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go from 80 to 40, which is what he wants to be, is about 40. So he talks to somebody, gets a referral, and goes to a guy who's doing experiments.
Some batshit scientists in the castle.
And gets a young bodybuilder looking guy and grafts his face onto his body. So now he's an 80-year-old guy with a 40-year-old face, but still an 80-year-old body.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen there, Sean?
She's going to hate the body.
Hate the body.
Here's what I was yelling the whole time. I was like, why didn't you just do it all at once? How did he not see that coming?
Yeah.
Like, he was kind of stupid on that end. And then, next up, he's like, well, she didn't like my body. I got to get the new body. So he pays double the price and gets the body. And then she loves it. But then she sees his goofy-ass, wrinkly feet and dick. And she goes, well, that's not going to work out. So then he's like, fuck it. So then he pays an extra $1 million, gets a new legs and a wiener. And finally, he's got the whole package. And he goes to go marry her, to propose for the 4th fucking time. And guess what? This actually was like my favorite twist of all the ones we watched. She decided to go marry the guy he switched the body parts with, who now has his original body, but he does all the money. And she's like, I want that fucking money. I want to lick them wrinkly balls for that money. And just as an extra fuck you, he got his goddamn butler. He goes, I want that butler.
Yeah, so as he's changing the body parts, he's spending millions of dollars. He's spending all his fortune. And like Sean said, at the end, she goes for the guy with the money, who's actually his original body. That if he told her he had the money at the beginning, she's like, well, I need to be financially stable for the rest of my life. She probably would have married him as an 80-year-old guy with the money, but instead he thought she wanted a fresh young guy's body, and come to find out it's not what she wanted. She wanted the money.
I was sitting there watching. I was like, I would have killed all of them. I would have killed her. I would have killed him. And for good measures, I would have killed the goddamn butler.
Butler did nothing wrong.
Yeah, he did. That was a
He
dick
got
move.
fired.
He knew goddamn well who that was. And when that dude walked in, he was all smirking like, motherfucker, you fire me. Now look at me. I bounced back. You know who that old man was? He played Dr. Frankenstein in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, you don't give a shit. Okay. Well, and he's been in some other stuff, too. I saw he was the old man in National Lampoon's... He was the old man in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So I was like, oh, I know that guy. Really cool. Dwayne, what you going to think about this one? Final thoughts?
So, final thoughts on this one. This one was a little better than some of the others. I really liked it. I thought the twist at the end was good, that she went with the old man, but then when the butler showed up at the end, I was like, that was really good. So I'm going to give this one a good old 7.
Ooh.
7 out of 10.
All right. Here are my pros and cons for Tales from the Crypt, The Switch. All right, my pros. Great twist ending. cool little celebrities. Also directed by Arnold. Just a fun episode. I really enjoyed this one. My cons! Kind of stupid logic from the main character. Why didn't he just do all this shit at once? Alright, guys. I'm giving Tales from the Crypt The Switch 8 wrinkly wieners out of 10.